it. Hot topics, review and hard facts. Mouth reckless, you know he don't know how to act. LB to VA, he makes the moves. The word that it is 100 proof. He was born for this, it's how he made. I'll show you now that his fit is tailor-made. So sit down, relax and take your seat and tune in to Jeremy Speaks. Okay, I ain't been doing nothing different from when I started. It's only my friends in the crowd and like the wolves are talking. More than once they've had me on my knees, left broken. But if I could, I would. I'd go and change the world with my knees. Punchline, I can't change the world with my knees. Cause if I'm getting kicked all night, how am I gonna kick back? And they play dirty, so I play dirty too. For real, I'ma tell them niggas I'm done playing. I try not be a man, but my heart still wants to cry. So I turn into a kid and just wanna kiss her eyes. This time, I really wanna win, yeah. My besties love me so much, yeah. Why am I crying on the skin when I'm rolling up, right? And next time, I really wanna lose. My headspace didn't fit twice. Got my whole chest open wide. Got your name in a tattoo because I never wanna forget the fact that you smile when you see my tattoos get etched. This time.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jeremy Speaks, and I'm coming at y'all again today with another video. I ain't gonna even hold you. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jeremy Speaks. Y'all, they done fucked up. They done fucked up, y'all. Okay, let me tell you something real quick before I even get into all of this. Before we get into the review. So, I have a friend who is really good with doing. So he's a Twitch streamer, right? Now, I've tried in the past to try to get OBS, integrated into my YouTube channel, so where I can do all of this from. Hold on, so just making sure y'all can hear me. Give me a second. But so I can see you guys hear me. So I can basically get y'all to see this from OBS, and for me to be able to do this from that system, because when you pay for StreamYard, when you pay for OneStream, when you pay for Restream, all of these online streaming applications, they lower your camera quality. They lower the camera quality, y'all, every single time. I don't think y'all understand. This camera that I have right here is a DSLR. Mirrorless. This thing goes all the way up to 4K. But with the streaming platforms that I've been using, I was never really able to get my camera quality over damn near 640. And my thumbnails, when I try to copy my image into the next thumbnail, it will look crazy. So I'm just really interested to see how this is gonna play out. Okay. I pay a nice super chat for you to go in, give it to Brit, the strongest, then fake Shamea, who signed her skank ass. My goodness gracious. But needless to say, y'all didn't really come to hear me talk about my own goals and stuff like that, as far as trying to upgrade the quality of my channel. All right. Y'all here to hear me talk shit about Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let me tell you something. You came to the right place. I'm ready to get into all of the mess, must I say. I'm ready to get into all of it, okay? Now listen. Hold on, just let me do one more thing real fast. Okay. So, listen. The episode, for the most part, was a snoozer. Okay? The episode, for the most part, I didn't really see too much that I really liked about it. But, you know, I'm here to do my job. So we're going to get it done. Okay? Please put a 1 in the chat if y'all are ready for us to begin. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all are ready for us to begin. Put a 1 in the chat. Let me hear all the ones so we can get this ready.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Dang, $60? My God. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. $60? Oh, Lord. Thank you. Wow, I was not prepared for that. I don't think nobody ever gave me that much money. Shit, I had to go get another job for me to get that much money from my job. And I went to college. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the super chat. Okay. You want me to read your comment? I'll pay you a nice... Wait, I don't see the comment. Where's the comment? I only see the super chat. Wait, give me a second. Hold on. Ray, I don't think you hold on. Let me make sure. I don't see a comment that you put with that super chat. Did you mean to put a comment? Read my request. Okay, I see. I did read your request. I'll pay you a nice super chat for you to go in, give it to Brit, the strongest, then fake Shamea who co-signed her skank ass friend of sleeping with a married man, then Puppet Kelly. Okay, I did not read it all the way. You know what? You got it. You got it. All right, you got it. And I would say I'm worried about the monetization, but shit, since you gave me $60, hey, that take care of it. The more money y'all give, the less I have to worry about the monetization of the video. And I could go even more to the left than I did. All right, so I see all the ones in the chat. So let's begin. All right. So the episode picks up where the last one left off, and we are at Kelly's dog birthday party. And all I could say about this scene was that this is so unnecessary. This is not needed. This was really stupid. And I really don't think that she's really out here basically throwing $5,000 birthday parties for her dog. Now, I do want to say that I understand that we trying to make shit look extravagant for the show, but when it comes to you throwing dog birthday parties and shit like that, and everybody bring their dog, and the dog has a pink carpet. Can we not waste each other's time here? Because we all know that in your day-to-day life before you got on the show that you were not paying for dog birthday parties. You were not doing that. And I'm still trying to understand how in the fuck Kelly can pay for birthday parties for puppies when she owe $100,000 to her lease owner. What's going on? I know all of that damn barking. You could have took your ass down there to go pay what you owe, Kelly. Pay what you owe. See, you paying for all of these Botox shots, lip fillers, dog birthday parties, fashion designers, fashion stylists, wigs braided up with, beauty supply bangle earrings on them. Like, what? Why are we not paying what we owe, Kelly? Why are we not doing that, Kelly? Damn it. Now let's move on. So we see Brit. Can I also say, I don't know what's going on, but Brit was looking really good this episode. I'm not going to hate. Especially her confessionals, y'all. Did y'all like that red and black dress that she had in the confessionals with the hair, with the little bang thing and like the hair going up in the back? I love that. She looked good. She looked good this episode. She did. I ain't gonna hold you. So they have a conversation about Cynthia basically getting everybody together for the Bailey Q, and she's going to be having a profit there. But they also get into their own personal life. So Brit is basically telling Kelly that her mom is selling a house and that she's moving in with them in the next 45 to 30 days. And on top of that, her and her sister, Sharapova, are, basically reigniting their relationship after everything that had transpired between her and Kenya. She said, the storm, when it comes in, it really brings people together. That's what happens. So after what Kenya did, it really helped bring us together because they are basically checking up on me. They are really looking in to see if I'm okay. So yeah, it really brought us together. At the end of the day, it is what it is. I don't understand why we are dragging this out. Once again, we talking about the Kenya Moore situation. And if you bitches want to fire Kenya, if y'all want to sit here and act like Kenya don't exist, then you bitches need to stop referencing her in these episodes. And I'm just going to say that. It's the 9th episode and we still talking about shit from 4 episodes ago. Over it. I'm over it. Everybody has sucked dick. Everybody has sucked a little bit of dick. Okay? Nobody cares about you sucking dick, Brit. Don't nobody care. Half of y'all hoes in Atlanta are content creators on Twitter anyway. So what we talking about? So anyway, let's move on. So she basically tells us that, she's trying to have a baby. And it goes into a flashback of her basically telling her mom that, they're working on the baby. The mom says, well, I can stay until the baby come and then I'll leave after a couple years. And I was like, but you selling your house. Where you going? You selling your house. Where are you going? Like, why would you sell your home, the house that your deceased husband gave to you, left you, and sell it just to move in with your daughter and then leave just to go pay rent somewhere else? What is going on? That don't even make sense to me. Do you know? I ain't mean to call her mama a bitch, but I'm saying, like, girl, do you know how many of us are trying to be homeowners? Do you know that the housing market is crazy right now? And for you to just be giving up a home, a good home at that, bitch, you crazy. I don't know. It's given to me that it's something that we not hearing. It's something that we not really getting here. It's something that's really not connecting. And it's really making me feel as if you selling a house because you may be in some type of financial difficulties and you need to sell a house. It's not giving that it's a want. It's giving it it's a need. What's up? What's up, T? How you doing? But yeah, was anybody else like gagged by that? I was like, why are we sitting here giving up homes when the housing market is insane right now? Do y'all know for a house that's at least 3,000 square feet, that shit running you up to $700,000 to $1 million? Like are we not understanding this? But why the kids of Brit can't buy it or transfer. The mama don't want to do that. We're going to talk about that in a later episode because we get into that. The daughter and the mom got into it. Now everything looked like one of the episodes from Beyond the Gates, the new black soap opera. It did give me that, but at the end of the day, we're going to get into that when we get into it. So let's move on. So the next scene that we see Shamea. Shamea is at the OBGYN, basically trying to have some more research about the IVF and the new surrogate that they using, right? I think her name is Asha or some shit like that. And she says that they're trying to make sure that the egg retrieval is good. You know, she's trying to make sure that through all the testing that the surrogate is a good match for everything. And she just hopes that whatever is going on as far as the Lord, you know, rebuking all the fetuses that she keeps on trying to bring into the world, you know, she hopes that that God basically gives her a break and lets her bring in this son for this man. You know, like one of the fucking lions from Lion King and shit. I guess that's how we have to treat it, right? So the girl comes in looking real young. Baby, she look like she need that money. I'm in a bind, Nate. I was like, baby, she need that money. She said that she's excited and she just can't wait. She was so excited. I was like, are surrogates usually this excited to have another bitch's baby? Is it usually that exciting, y'all? Let me know. I don't know. I just don't usually think that, you know, I'd be excited to have another whole child. Now I know that it's a job that you doing for somebody else and you know you happy to do it, but I was like, it's a little bit weirdly, you know, it's excited, you know? I was a little bit uncomfortable. And then she basically called her husband, you know, the husband that ain't got no eyebrows. She called him. And she said, hey, you know, we have Asha on the phone. Do you want to say hi? He was like, nice to meet you, Asha. How you doing? Are you okay? Nice. Well, I'm going to let you ladies go so I can go get back to work. Like, I was like, that's it? You ain't gonna ask this girl about anything? We not gonna ask her any questions, bitch. Do you drink Bud Lights? Do you drink 40s? Do you drink alcohol? Do you smoke? But I guess that's on the information pamphlets. I ain't never looked into no surrogate, but I assume that might be what's on there. But I would just want to ask more questions. They did ask her if she has a man. She says that she is single. She says, I'm single. Asha is single. And they was like, well, if you were not, you know, would you be able to communicate? She was like, yeah, I'll let him know stat. Yeah. It's $25K. That's it? I don't know. $25K don't seem like a lot of money to me for all of this. Hold on. So just make $25K? That's all they get? That's it? Damn. To risk your life for $25K? That's insane. And they don't get it for 9 to 10 months? Girl, bitch, couldn't be me. I thought that surrogates get paid like $125,000. I don't know. I thought that surrogates gets paid like $125,000. I need a decent yearly salary. I need $100K minimum. I ain't having no damn baby for $25K. Not cause the government you gonna have to give like 20% of that to the government. Like you gonna get to $25K, have to split that with the IRS, and then you left with what? $10K, $9K, $17? Oh shit. Hell no, y'all. That couldn't be me. Hold on, y'all. But listen, y'all. I really don't have nothing on this one. I really don't have much to say on this scene either. So the next scene that we get into is Porsha. And y'all, look, come here, come closer with me, come closer, okay? Let's scoot in real close. Let me bring y'all a little bit closer to me. So we at Porsha house, right? Now, Porsha then told us last episode that everything that she has to deal with, she gonna deal with Dennis when she get back home. She gonna let it be known with that what used to happen with that. Because the loyalty that's owed to her is not owed by Drew, it's owed by Dennis. She gonna check him. She gonna get him together. She gonna let him know what it is, girl. Yeah, do y'all remember that? Y'all remember that, right? Remember that she said that. Now let's traverse through this scene. So Porsha is basically like coming into her home. She just brought a new dog, right? She gives the dog to her daughter Pilar. Pilar don't look any too much she don't look any too much impressed by the dog, if I'm being honest. She had a very melancholy reaction to the dog. It was very awkward. I couldn't tell if it was because of the cameras were there or whatever the case may be, but she didn't look too happy about it until her friend or whoever the other daughter was showed it. But after that, she goes and lets the dog, roam around the house with the child. And then she goes into the kitchen, talks to her mom and Lauren, and she's basically filling them in on everything that had happened in Nashville, right? So she's letting them know that I had so much fun in Nashville. It was so much fun. We had a good time. It was a turn up, jiggly titties, jiggly ass everywhere. Coyote ugly. It was given what it needs to be gave. And then her sister says, yeah, it did look like it was a lot of fun, but how did it go left? She says, well, that Angela had invited Drew onto the trip, right? And I wasn't really too bothered by that. But the day, the day I went to go to the Coyote Ugly event, we went and had a good time. And then when I got back home, right before we had dinner, I got a call that Dennis had basically did a scene with Drew. The mama tells us, not what she didn't tell us, but the mama says, damn, now I can't defend you no more, Dennis. I ain't got no more defense for you, Dennis. Porsha mama must have the same BBL juice going to her brain that everybody else has in Atlanta going to their brain who has a BBL, because I'm like, didn't he cheat on her? Didn't he cheat on her with multiple women, got her pregnant, told her that he was going to marry her and never marry her, none of that, and then allegedly had a relationship with one of y'all family members, one of the cousins that was on the TV show that y'all had, that Porsha tried to fight his mama on, all of that, and him filming a scene with Drew is what broke the camel's back. That is, you can't defend that, but everything else is defensible. Do y'all get what I'm saying here? I was like, after all the other shit that he didn't put Porsha through, this is what you can't defend? Him doing an album with Drew? I was like, Porsha mama needs to shut the fuck up. Porsha mama is annoying. Porsha mama just be in that motherfucking chair. All she do is sit in the damn chair. She don't stand up. Her mama don't walk. Her mama don't run. Her mama don't do nothing but cross her legs and sit in that chair talking about, well, Porsha, I can't defend him, Porsha. This why Cordell didn't like you, Diane. This why. You hold no wisdom. You hold no wisdom, a very pretty old woman. But one thing you are is shallow, just like your daughter. It's so annoying. And then she says, also, and me and Angela got into it, and she said that I said something about sleeping with Charles, but I don't recall that. I was like, in this episode alone, Porsha, you didn't admitted it, said you don't remember saying it, said that never was said, apologized for it, blamed it on the Henny, said that you was just kikiing with your friends. I'm not gonna say I was kikiing about some shit that I never did if I never did it. Does that make sense? Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I was just kikiing with my friends if I never said it. Like, and who kikis with their friends about fucking somebody's husband? Like, who does that? Like, I don't just be walking around with my friends be like, ooh, girl, I might fuck his husband. Like, who the fuck is doing that? What's wrong with you bitches? Like, what's wrong with you? It like y'all, it's so disgusting for you to just sit here and act like this is just some regular kiki. So you and Shamea just be joking around about fucking everybody's husbands, right? That's what y'all be doing in y'all spare time. Meanwhile, fucking Shamea is in her videos. And this another thing, Shamea. This is why I don't fucking like you. You be in these motherfucking YouTube videos with your motherfucking mama talking. You know the Lord. You know the Lord. You know the Lord. You know the Lord. You know he will make a way. He will make a way. He will make a way. And then in the next scene that we seeing on camera, on the show, you cackling about a bitch's husband allegedly cheating on them, and then you also starting rumors, you also lying, and you keep kidding about somebody fucking somebody's husband, but you singing about Jesus on your YouTube channel. Girl, fuck you. At the end of the day, this is why I don't take you Christian people seriously. This is why I don't take y'all seriously, because 1 minute y'all praising the Lord, and the next minute, thank you for the subscription, Nick. And in the next minute, you out here throwing ass in circles with G-string bikinis on, joking around about fucking people's husbands. What church do you bitches go to? It gotta be the church that Jamal Bryant is the pastor of, I guarantee. It gotta be Jamal Bryant Church. It gotta be. Shamea. But like whatchamacallit wanted me to do, y'all. We gonna have to get into this. We only got a couple more scenes until we get to what we really want to talk about, okay? Now, not Brit, I ain't gonna go to Brit yet, but Porsha's baby daddy Dennis. Now, remind y'all, Porsha said, I'm going to let him know. I'm going to show him. We going to talk about this. He ain't going to play with me. But it's going to complicate between you and your daughter. Like, all of that, right? Dennis come knocking on the door. And, Porsha, hey, yeah, you can come in the room right here. So we trying to get Pilar's birthday party together. Yeah, we doing a lot of special stuff, and yeah. And then Porsha's in the confessional talking to us saying, at the end of the day, it's about a good co-parenting relationship between me and Dennis, and I'm just really trying to make sure I maintain that. I was like, but when you was in Nashville, you was trying to be a wrecking ball on bitches. That's what you was doing. But now all of a sudden you want to be a good co-parenting. What about all of the smoke you said that you had for him? All of this nasty energy that you want to give Drew but not give your baby daddy is weird as fuck, and it's making me think, Miss Porsha, that you not really upset about this shit. You just really want to make a scene with Drew because you ain't got shit going on. That's what this is. Because all that energy that you said that you had was gone. It was given, Dennis, you so crazy. I think I want to have another baby. Like, it was giving all of that. And then y'all, what gagged me the most, she telling us, y'all, so she telling us that she don't want to be, to be seeing Dennis on camera dragging her. She didn't want him talking about her, but then Dennis is in a whole confessional with her like they in a fucking relationship. Now, this is what gagged me the most. So Porsha pulls out her phone and she says, "I need to talk to you." He was like, "Oh shit, about what?" He was like, "What I do now?" She says, "I got a notification while I was on my trip that you filmed a scene with Drew." He was like, "I ain't filmed no scene with Drew. See, what had happened was I was just going to the studio and it was just a camera that's just so happened to be there that was filming her for the show. That's it. I didn't go and we just had a scene together. It wasn't like that." Somehow Porsha gets into saying, "So y'all ain't in a relationship?" He was like, "No, I ain't hitting that." She was like, "Then who is?" I was like, at the end of the day, Porsha, it's not your business who hitting Drew. As long as it's not your baby daddy, right? Why do you care if it's not Dennis who's hitting Drew from the back? Why do you care? And then Porsha pulls up some text messages, right? And she tells him, "And you remember when you said that she tried to sleep with you?" He was like, "What? What are you talking? I never said that." So she says, "Let me see your glasses. Let me put on your glasses." Pulls up her phone, scrolls through these messages, just read a random message. Y'all, the shit was so fucking random. And it said something along the lines of like, "I told her, if she want to do that, that's cool. But, I'm not really tripping." I swear, it's the message was along the lines of that. No context, no nothing. And then he says, "I don't know if you reading that in its right context." Like, it didn't make no sense. It didn't make no sense. Like, you randomly just say that she tried to sleep with him. Then you randomly pull up some text messages that had nothing to do with sex, did not allude to sex, did not mention sex, did not hint at sex, nothing with sex. And then we just gonna scoot on from the topic. And then he says, at the end of the day, we just trying to make this album together. She ain't even signed to me no more because you done scared her away. And she says, "What you gonna do? You gonna make some new heartbreaking, some heartbreak songs about her now?" I was like, Porsha, Porsha, please give me a fucking break. My God, y'all, this is painful to watch. I was like, this is painful to watch. So we move on, y'all. Next thing we go to, we at Brit's mama house. Now, before we get into the scene, y'all, I want us to remember that all of this is for entertainment. None of this is personal. None of this is deep like that. I just want to let y'all know I apologize for how this review was about to go. Okay? I just want to apologize beforehand. None of this is personal. So Brit tells us, "Yeah, so I'm at my mom's house because we're getting her house packed up because she's coming over to my place. And I have my sister Sharika here. And we're getting everything together. My grandmother's here. And, she just always has me working. She's always putting me to work when I go over to her house. My dad was the glue that held everything together. He was. And since he's been gone, it's been really hard on Chapevelin, you know? It's been really hard on her. So I can understand how packing everything up is a little bit hard for her. Okay? Now, in the midst of them packing everything up, the daughter and meaning Sharapova, the little sister got like the mental issues. She and the mama go back and forth. So she was like, "How dare you? How dare you get rid of this house that my daddy got?" And the mama says, "Bitch, I can sell anything I want to sell in my motherfucking, this is my motherfucking house, bitch." Y'all, I know that bitch was not in the vocabulary. I know that bitch was not in the vocabulary of this conversation, but it's something along the lines of bitch that I felt fits into this. And y'all, the grandmama walking around looking half dead. Grandmama walking around like. So then Brit says, "Sharon, at the end of the day, our mom, she wants to live her life. She wants to do her own thing. She just wants to go and just be her own person. So if she wants to do that and get rid of the house, she can do that. She has no judgment. She can do whatever she wants to do with her body. Okay? So you need to get yourself together because that's our mom." Child, the sister T calls. She was like, "Is that my baby? Is that my baby, Brit? Brit, is that my baby?" Tell me, y'all. Tell me why Cher took the phone. And she was like, "How dare you? How dare you? How dare you abandon me when I need you right now?" And y'all, y'all, the sister did not give a fuck. Y'all, the sister didn't give a fuck. Y'all, the sister didn't give a fuck. The sister on the other end of the phone looking like, "But anyway, Brit, I'm going to talk to you later, okay? All right, call me back, boo. I see you with Bookie butt over there, but, call me back." And so the mom and the sister are now getting into it again. And the grandmama, she wakes up out of her slumber, y'all. The grandma's like, y'all, the grandmother said, "Now I'm the grandmother. I'm the grandmother." Hold on, that's not the right tone. "I'm the grandmother. And I say, y'all stop that fight. Y'all need to do none of that." On this land. The grandma was like, "On this land." Oh, shit. The grandma was like, "All of that fighting on this land." On this land. All of that gyrating, that fighting and vibrating on this land. Give me a second, y'all. I'll be right back. I just have to go put on my air conditioner.
Jeremy Speaks gonna eat it. From hard truth to last bitch, Betty gonna speak freak it. Hot topics, review, and hunt.
Whew, child. Y'all, that shit took me out. That shit took me out. So the mama was like, in the midst of the argument between her and the daughter, she was like, I don't give a damn if it's your daddy's house. He abandoned me. He abandoned this family. And then the daughter's like, you mean he died, mama? That's what you mean? He died, mama. The mama's like, I don't give a damn, he's gone. The house is leaving too. Y'all. Yo, listen. That family scene, that family scene took me out. That family scene took me out. The grandmama saying at the end of the day, on this land, the Lord always provides. The Lord always makes a way. So y'all stop all that fighting. All that. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get it together to get through this. The grandmama said, all that fighting, all that hooping and hollering, have some respect. Y'all, the scene was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. That sister Cher, she need help. Bitch need a straight jacket. Now all they needed to do was end the scene by doing the electric slide. Ooh, child. Like doing the electric slide to an Al Green song at the end. Y'all, when I tell you that scene was insane, I couldn't tell what was going on. But listen, let's continue, y'all. Hold on, got a little. So the next scene that we see, we are at, I think we're at Angela's place, and she's talking to her husband. And, her husband has her doing all of these exercises, and he talking to her like, did I tell you stop doing push-ups, bitch? Did I tell you stop doing them push-ups, bitch? 5 more. Bitch, I said 5. Jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I was like, oh my God. What is going on? He was talking to her like she was in boot camp. I was scared for her. Hold on. All right. I was scared for her, to be honest. I had to turn the light on because it was casting shadows. So I'm trying to make sure that this is well lit. So I was like, what is going on? And she was like, Charles likes to work out with me. And he loves when I do my workouts. But sometimes he can just take it a little bit too far. But I just want to get my workout done and just stop. I'm like, Angela. Y'all, I love Angela. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I love Angela. On this land, this is an Angela Oakley stand account. But at the end of the day, as much as I love Angela, as much as I love Angela in her nostrils, listen, it will always be fuck Charles Oakley. It will always be. Okay? Just to let y'all know, ain't shit changed over here. It's still fuck Charles Oakley. Now, what's crazy is Brit sounds like what Angela knows. Y'all are in these comments wilding. What is wrong with y'all people? These comments wilding. Y'all, quick question. I see it's about 300 of y'all in this chat. Can I ask how many of y'all like this video? Do y'all see the quality I'm giving y'all today? Do y'all see what I'm giving y'all today? Are you not peeping? I'm using OBS. Old Black Souls is what it stands for. I'm using that. I deserve a like. And y'all know damn well. I'm sorry, the spirit of Grandma Brit it has not left me yet. Y'all know damn well on this land, y'all need to subscribe. On this land, we don't do that. Y'all, we don't watch videos and don't like it. On this land. Y'all doing all of this on Big Mama's land? And I ain't having it. Please run these likes up. My back hurt. I'm hungover. Please run these likes up. All right, y'all. Let's continue. So Angela gets into telling him about everything that had transpired at the event for Porsha, and she basically says, well, Charles, what happened was I invited Drew, but I had the best intentions. But it was not received well. And, it's actually something you would do. Like, Charles is like, bitch, I wouldn't do that, bitch. I don't know why, but it low-key be feeling like Charles want to just call Angela a bitch after every sentence. Am I the only one to feel that? Y'all? It's like every single sentence, I can imagine him ending it with bitch. Ass straight bitch. I can imagine that. Am I wrong? Stop bitching, I don't have a voice for Angela. Angela's voice is hard for me to replicate. So I have to pinch my nose. That's the best way for me to do it. So Angela's in the confessionals telling us that, because, if I need a hater's perspective, I'll just go to my husband. Ooh, child. Ooh, girl. And basically, Angela feels like he's taking up for Porsha. And, she was like, I end up having to go against everybody. And he was like, well, it sounds like, you kind of had it coming because you definitely asked about her husband. So what did you expect? And she was like, but wait. But wait. She also made it seem as if you just so easy to fuck and that you'll be able to fuck any of the girls that's in Atlanta and New York. You just out here fucking, basically. And he was like, and do you believe that? Do you believe that? And she was like, nah. But peep this. And at 3 a.m., Porsha, and her truth fell out. Her truth came out. And she was basically saying that she could F you if she wanted. And he was like, no, she couldn't. I was like, yeah, probably she could. Probably she could. Shit, Porsha probably could F me. Honestly. If I'm being honest. I wouldn't put Porsha out of the bed. That's just me. Bitch crazy. Bitch needs a straight jacket. But I wouldn't push her out of the bed. So I don't know how I believe that, Charles. Charles, your side bitch is ready. I don't know. I can't really keep up. Now, moving on. She says that, so when I went down there, I asked her, what did you say about my husband? She ran her scary ass up the stairs, and Charles is like, I just want to see front row seats to to the drama. I was like, oh Charles, based on this mid-season trailer, bitch, ashtray bitch, you gonna get front row seats tickets to it all. You ain't gotta worry. See, you fuck niggas gotta watch what y'all say. See, you asked for front row seat tickets, bitch. That's what you wanted. And that's exactly what you gonna get. They gonna make sure that you in the front row, damn near in the game. You ain't gotta worry, Charles. They got you. They gonna make sure you good. But he tells Angela, let him get that North Side Chicago out you. I was like, see, I love a man, but it's still fuck Charles. But I love a man that would tell me to get in the bitch's ass who tries to fuck with me. At the end of the day, I can't stand no nigga to tell me to take the high road. No, bitch. I don't want to take the high road. See, I want my man to tell me, fuck them bitches up. And I want to be, and I want to be the voice of reason. Let me be the voice of reason. You tell me to fuck these hoes up. And I might listen to you. But I don't want you to tell me to take the high road. And I was like, yes, West Side Chicago. Yes, you're right. Old girl needs to do her research on becoming a surrogate. They getting over on her. But if she needs some of the coins, she probably accepting anything at this point. Child, listen. Imagine me having a fucking a man with no eyebrows child for $25K. Who I look like, Shamea? Absolutely not. Imagine me. You couldn't imagine me because I would never do it. But bitch, please. But okay, y'all, moving on. So we at the last scene of the season. Not the season, but the episode. Also, y'all having fun. I'm enjoying this. I wasn't feeling too good. I feel a little congested. Feel like I might be catching a cold. I'm a little hungover. My bladder kind of hurt because I've been drinking all of this water, trying to make sure I can pass all of this alcohol out my system. My shoulder's sore, my knees hurt, my hip is cracking. This 30 hitting me like a ton of bricks. The hair is already gone. That shit left me in my 20s. But it feels like my hips and knees is about to leave me in my 30s, and I'm really concerned about that. I had a workout last week, and it was my first workout in like a month or two because I had to sync my schedule back up with my trainer. He has new hours, right? Not Charles, but child, listen. I couldn't even get out of bed on Thursday. Thank God I work from home. I couldn't even walk. When I tell you 30 is hitting me hard, shit, I don't know how to, I really can't, keep it together, y'all. But y'all, put a one in the chat if y'all ready for the last scene. We at the last scene, and this is a scene we all been waiting for. Put a one in the chat. Okay? Let me know you ready. Put a one in the chat. Okay? Let me know you ready. Put a one in the chat. Ooh. Shamea husband face mask smooth. Unlike my skin right now, y'all. I don't know what I done did, but I got 2 pimples. My God, I am literally. All right, y'all ready? So we at the Bailey queue. And Cynthia Bailey once again has on a heavy wig. And I was like, I can tell you probably still been talking about this Kenya Moore situation because that wig is still growing in 1% density. Cynthia, you got to stop talking about it. Now, she lets us know that this is a Black Lives Matter Juneteenth black event. And everybody has to wear black, the colors of black pride. Probably a little bit of yellow, a little bit of green, a little bit of black, a little bit of brown, a little bit of what? Black, yellow, brown, green, red. Yeah, red. Red would be the other color. And she says that she just hopes everybody follows the dress code. I was like, now, Cynthia, you know damn well bitches don't know how to follow no dress codes in this group. But people start to come in. Like, we see one girl at the door. I was like, that knock sound like somebody got a deep throat. Is that Brit? Yeah, it is. I was like, that's the knock of somebody with a deep throat, y'all. I don't know. They knock on doors differently, but Brit looks good. One thing I'll say, y'all, Brit looked good this episode. She really did. She did not look bad. Brit was eating these scenes up this whole episode. Like, as far as the looks go. She looked very beautiful. She had on like some type of, I couldn't tell if it was green or brown because, I'm a little bit colorblind. And it was a beautiful dress. She had crimped, long black hair. I was like, she looks good. I wish she was a different type of bitch because I would really love to give you your tens the way I want to. But because you got my girl kicked off the show, I can't see it for you like that. Next, we see fucking, what's her name? Kelly come in. Y'all, Kelly loud as shit. Y'all, why is Kelly always screaming? Like, why is Kelly always screaming, y'all? Like, what's going on with that? It was Olive. Okay. Now, the next person that comes in is, I believe it is Angela. Angela comes in this yellow outfit. She looks beautiful. Y'all, Angela be eating. I don't know what the girls were saying because do y'all remember the scene, all of the interviews that they had before the season came out and everybody was saying that Angela was like the worst dressed? I'm like, what is everybody talking about? Angela be looking good. Y'all. So next we see what's her name? Drew come in. Y'all, Drew face card when she was coming out of that vehicle. Baby, that face card was it was valid. It didn't decline. She came out the car. She flicked her hair. She said, it was giving an energy that Gabrielle Union had when she was going to go speak to that Negro on Two Can Play That Game. Yeah, I was like, Drew ate that walk up. She ate it. I love that. I was like, I'm here for it. I hated the outfit. I hate it when you bitches wear designer t-shirts and try to pair with things. Like, I hate that. But you look good. Drew. You look good. The wig was everything. The wig and the wig just had so much movement. Y'all, I love a good wig. I don't know. It's probably because I can't wear wigs like that. I don't do that. You know, that's not my ministry. But like, I just love when y'all wear some good wigs. Y'all deserve that. Black women deserve good wigs. 400 years of slavery and on the celebration of Juneteenth, y'all deserve a good wig. The gag is Shamea don't know she can't dress. She gaudy and dated. Child, please do not get me started on Shamea, because I'm gonna have to get into this bitch. But let's move on. So next thing we see the prophet. And immediately when I saw this prophet, y'all, my spirit rejected it. I was like, I don't trust no loud ass, hard talking, New York City having ass fucking prophet. I don't trust it. I just don't believe a fucking prophet would just come on Real Housewives of Atlanta talking about shit from God in front of people. I just don't believe that. You know, prophecy is something intimate. Prophecy is something that you are supposed to, like, you know, have some type of privacy about. But you want me to sit here and believe that you just out here giving just random messages from God, like, you know, you just have him on the main line telling you what you want. I don't believe that. I'm sorry. I was like, this don't feel right. This don't feel right. And y'all, I ain't even Christian for real. I'm not Christian no more. And let's get into it. So the prophet tells Brit, you know, the prophet that told Brit, you know, that told Brit that, you know, you got to really start taking more time for yourself. That's what you got to start doing. You really got to put yourself first, especially in business. You know, that's what you really got to start doing. And that's what the Lord is telling me about you. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. And, you know, the Lord is also letting me know that it's okay for you to start that next business venture. Yeah, that's what he's telling me about you. Yeah. I was like, are these prophecies or are these fortunes? It's giving fortune. Now, the next thing that she says is to who did she read next? She read Kelly next. You know, she was like, and you. Let me see your energy. You know, I'm getting that your husband, he's doing something with a cause. That's what he's doing. And it's wrong. You don't deserve that. You don't deserve that. No. And he's not gonna succeed about it. And then Brit and Kelly is sitting here like, oh my God, I told you that. I didn't tell anybody else about that. Wow. And then Kelly's like, oh my God, how did you even know about that? Are you serious? I was like, can somebody please turn this bitch volume down? Can somebody please? Kelly, you just gonna, is your little gremlin fake ass gonna sit here and just yell in everybody's face all day? Is that what you gonna do, Kelly? I don't like it when you yell in my face like this. Now, the voice, I'm trying to, y'all, her voice irritates my soul. My soul be rebuking the shit out of her. Like, dead ass. But next thing she says to Angela, she says, and Angela, and mind you, in the midst of all of this happening, right, Shamea comes in. And Shamea's in her confessionals just being so cringy. She was like, my husband is Kenyan. So you don't think so what you think I ain't gonna wear? I'm gonna wear some Kenyan attire, right? I was like, wrong, bitch. I was like, see, this is where you got shit fucked up at. It's a difference between African and African American. We are celebrating our freedom. We ain't celebrating African culture. We're African American. We love our culture and our ancestry, but what we're here to celebrate is the freedom of our ancestors from slavery. Not for you to once again brag about your ugly ass, bald ass husband who you trying to force yourself to have a kid for, so you can give him a son that he can rear. You fucking Fantasia low fast bitch. I really do not like Shamea, y'all. I don't like her. I don't like you. I don't like the grills that you had on. Every single time you be on camera, you be looking tacky. You're boring. You're annoying. And Kelly little shrimp ass is really annoying me too. I'ma really lay into you hoes tonight. But let's continue. So the woman tells Angela, that's your name, right? Let me see if I can get this together. You know what I'm seeing for you? I'm seeing that it's okay to spend more time with your husband. It's all right, to have a business, to have things going on in your life, but you can't forget about love. You can't forget about that spark between you. So think about doing a vacation. Really make sure you're lighting that fire within you. And is the Porsche something that is important to him? Do you have a Porsche? Angela's like, no, I don't have a Porsche. She was like, no, I don't have a Porsche. And then Shamea's like, I'm not trying to be messy, but do you think it could mean Porsha? Shamea. How am I gonna approach this the right way? How do I want to start this? There's so much shit for you to be focused on. It's almost like you can't help but to suck farts out of Portia's asshole. And why you as a Christian woman, like as far as what the fuck you be saying on your YouTube channel, Christian woman, when your mama out here walking around singing Clark Sister remixes and shit, like why is it that you take so much pleasure out of thinking that her husband wants to fuck your best friend? Why is that so comical to you? Now, we talk about the fact that your ugly ass, bald ass, no eyebrow having ass husband is just with you because if we was to all go to Nigeria, you'll be the pretty ones out of all of those girls. And like I'm saying, you're a beautiful woman, right? But to me, your husband looks at you as some type of prize, as some type of trophy. And you know that. And by his standards, I guess you are, up to code, meaning that like, according to him, you a fashionista. You one of the baddest bitches. And of course you're a beautiful woman. But the thing about it is, your husband just wants you to have these babies. No telling what this man is doing when you ain't around. No telling what this nigga got in Nigeria, Kenya, wherever the fuck he's at. But you want to sit here and laugh about another bitch and her husband possibly going through some shit. You're corny. You're whack. You can't dress. You can't get your hair done. Everything about you is cringe. You really annoying the shit out of all of us. You fake as fuck. And you've been doing all of this shit. It's like you constantly are provoking Angela. For what reason? She has not done anything to you. Anything to you. She has not done nothing to you. Now, if she was to go around, cackling about your fucking marriage, then you would be upset. But you want to sit here and make jokes about people's marriages. Shamea, I can 100% see why you were never on this show for real, because like you really get follower failure. It's giving. This is why your albums won't never take off. This is why nobody want to hear you sing. This is why, because you try too hard, you fake, you don't focus on yourself. You pedestalize. How you pedestalizing another bitch pussy? How are you pedestalizing another bitch's pussy for somebody else's husband? Y'all, Porsha walks up. She walks up. She tries to say hi to everybody. She's in pink. She looks beautiful, must I say. She goes, and then the fucking lady tries to give her a damn reading. Porsha, I'm getting something. Whatever that's a Raven do. She was like, the fish. Yes, the fish. Ooh, what's your sign? Do y'all remember the what's like Miss Josephine or something like that? Like, it was giving me that. I was like, this is just it's so cringy. I was like, can somebody please confiscate this lady and take her away? She is so annoying. She's just so happy to be in the middle of the cameras. Like, Cynthia, please remove this bitch out of the scene. I'm over it. Nobody want to hear these fake ass, bum ass prophecies that you out here trying to allegedly put on people. Like, nobody want to hear that. And we're not going to act like you didn't get most of this shit offline anyway. Okay? Like, let's not. And I believe in the spirit. I do. I believe in the spirit realm. I believe it. Like, she's like, the bones are rattling. And they telling me that the girl that you love, her name is Raven. Oh, yes. Yes, the fish. It was giving me too much fake ass Miss Cleo. It was giving me too much of that. I don't like it. Now, moving on, y'all. So, in the midst of all of that happening, the woman tells Drew, I'm gonna read your stuff in private. I'm gonna read your stuff in private. I was like, what are you gonna read in private? I was like, oh, is it because you don't know if any of the shit that you gonna say is real, and you can't really go off the shit that Drew be showing because it ain't real? So you got to give her some fake ass shit in private, so you won't embarrass yourself by saying some shit that ain't real or that's not gonna happen, right? I was like, I really hate it when you bitches try to act like prophets. I really do. But moving on. Now, out of nowhere, y'all. Out of nowhere. Kelly is like, so Angela, how are you doing, Angela? I was like, could you please get your little fake miniature troll looking ass up out of her face, please? Kelly, you so fake and you look like your breath stank, to be honest. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but I be feeling like every single time you talk into Kelly's face, every single time you talk into Angela's face, she just like putting her hair in front of your mouth. Like, she be like, I'm just trying to find a vibe. I'm just trying to find a vibe, And then Brit is saying, you give what you get. You get what you give. And she was like, do you think that the prophet was spot on? I think he was. Angela's saying like, girl, what is this energy that you have with me? What's going on? Like, what is this energy? Do you have something you want to tell me? She was like, Angela, do you not read the words that are coming out of my mouth? And Angela was like, girl, yes, I can read the words that are coming out of that big ass mouth. She was like, maybe you need to use your mouth more. Angela said, not as much as you use yours with them stretch marks around it. I was like, eat her up. Eat her up, Angela. Get her. Beat her. Drag her. Get her. Get her. And right after she said that, flashbacks of dicks in her mouth started to happen, and she stands up. I was like, Brit, now what the fuck you gonna do, Brit? What the fuck you gonna do? Huh? What you gonna do? So she stands up. It's like, where are the stretch marks? Where are the stretch marks? Where are the stretch marks? And she was like, Brit, your mouth has miles on it. You have miles on your mouth. I was like, eat her up. I ain't never heard nobody say that. I never heard nobody ever say somebody has miles on their mouth. Now, I've heard people say you got miles, that pussy got mileage. I've heard that. But I've never, ever heard nobody in my life say, bitch, that your mouth has miles on it. Never heard that. That was 100% organic new read that I've never, and y'all, I be reading. Okay, I've never heard that. She about to go get a water gun. Stop playing with her. I was like, you better run. Now she about to go in the car and get the whip. After all of that, I was like, so do you think it's like MPG? Like, do you think it's like them highway miles, or do you think it's like the back road miles? Like, what type of mileage do you think? Highway miles? When you got to turn your car on eco mode? Or do you think it's like the back street miles where you have to turn your car on sports mode? Like, which one? That's an old nasty Chicago read. Y'all, that read was nasty. I was like, when she said that, I was like, I never heard that before. You got miles on your mouth. Was insane. Back road, no lights. Call Charles, Angela for the bitches with the whips. Mouth gotta get an admission check. Her mouth gotta get a smog test. She gotta get a throat alignment. Y'all are wild. Y'all got me wild in here. Stop it. Stop. This ain't what we supposed to be doing. We supposed to be saved in here. This is not okay, y'all. It's not okay. It's really not. Y'all gotta do better. And y'all, so she was like, but what about that side baby? Let's talk about that baby though. Kelly's like, yeah, let's talk about that side baby. What about the side baby? I was like, Kelly, didn't your husband have your head knocking between the walls like a ping pong ball, bitch? Didn't your husband have you shacked up in the motherfucking closet like Tina Turner, bitch? Why are you talking about anybody else's marriage, anybody else's anything, bitch? You need to work, bitch. You literally got a 500-pound security guard that you cannot afford following you around because your chubby ass husband is chasing you around looking like motherfucking Mr. Brown. At the end of the day, bitch, you have so much to worry about, Kelly. But you want to worry about side babies. Kelly, has anybody ever told you that maybe you should get rid of some of the lip filler? Has anybody ever told you that? Can we talk about that, Kelly? Kelly, can we talk about that? Can we talk about how sometimes when you talk, certain parts of your face don't move, Kelly? Can we talk about that? Can we talk about how some of the times when you talk to us, Kelly, it look like your face is overstuffed? But you want to talk about the side baby. At the end of the day, side baby or not, your face is still suspicious, Kelly. So what are we talking about? Can we talk about how you had to lay underneath that man? Lay underneath that man. That man that you was with looked like he smelled like pork rinds, Kelly. Can we talk about that? How you got played and done wrong by a nigga that looked like he smells like back fat, Kelly. I guarantee you, when you had sex with that man, Kelly, when he was on top of you and you put your nose in his neck, it smelled like earring backs, Kelly. But you want to talk about a side baby? Who? I don't like her, y'all. I don't like her. He looked like he sweats. Y'all need help. He looks like he sweats in the shower. That's so fucked up. That is fucked up. Oh my God, y'all. Also, y'all, if y'all can please subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe. Please subscribe to the channel, y'all. Actually, I'll help y'all out a little bit. Give me a second. I'm just about to give you a little bit of extra encouragement. Let me just do that real fast for y'all, okay? I'm just about to encourage you a little bit. Let me just do that for you. Yes, we have. Okay, so y'all, let's just subscribe to the channel. Because we're not about to be all talking here and we ain't subscribed. We ain't gonna be laughing together. You gonna be laughing by yourself. You gotta subscribe, y'all. Cause the analytics not giving what it needs to be gave. All right. Now look. All right, so then Angela says, Brit, you're a whore. You're a whore, Brit. You a whore, Brit. You're a whore. You're a whore, girl. You're a whore. Porsha was like, ho? Ho? I was like, Porsha, you know exactly what a hoe is. You look in the mirror at one every day, Porsha. Why are you sounding so befuddled? Y'all, so in the midst of all of this, Cynthia like stops the whole argument. She's like, okay, enough. It's the Lord's Day. It's the Lord's Day. We doing this for black, for black history. So let's stop this on this land. So she takes Angela into the Bailey office. I was like, you bitches just be having offices with no business. What do y'all be doing in these offices with no business? What do y'all be doing in these offices? Y'all just be making offices just for decoration. What are you doing in this office? So she takes Angela and Porsha in the room, lead them in the room by themselves. Angela says, well, Porsha, I invited Drew and I had the best of intentions, but as time progressed, it seemed that your energy changed towards that, and I apologize for making you feel any type of way about that. But let's talk about the husband thing. She was like, well, girl, at the end of the day, it was just like a kiki with friends. And, I don't remember saying that. She was like, you did. You said you wanted to fuck my husband. She was like, I don't remember that. But if I did say it, which I did not say it, but if I did say it, it was because I was kikiing with the girls. And the girls be loving the kiki. So I apologize if I offended you about your husband. What are we talking about here? What the fuck do you mean if? So do you think that she just, oh yeah, like she said she want to fuck my husband? Yeah. Thanks. Like, Porsha leaves. They say, you know, they hug it out. Angela a better bitch than me because half of Porsha wig would have been on the ground. Child, so then she grabbed Shamea. I was like, why is she grabbing Shamea? Like what is she grabbing Shamea about? So she grabs Shamea. Shamea goes in the room. They close the door. Now it's just her and Angela. She's like, well, how you doing, Angela? Just so fucking fake. Everything about you was just fake. You Fantasia loaf head asshole. I guarantee you, before you got married and found that African man, you was probably slutting your way around Atlanta just like your fucking hoe ass friend, huh? Since this is the type of shit you supporting, right? Huh, Shamea? But you love the Lord and you lift your voice to worship him. Oh, your soul rejoice. Bitch, please. Your soul ain't doing shit. But anyway, she tells, so I just wanted to have a conversation, you know, get a little bit of closure about the text message that you sent me. Like, what was that about? You know, because I don't know how I contributed to anything that happened. She was like, you know, as a married woman, I just expected you to hold your girl accountable and call that out. For you to just be kikiing with girls talking about they want to sleep with my husband, it just felt wrong. It just didn't feel right. But Shamea says, but what does that have to do with me? I didn't do anything. I didn't say anything. And this is something y'all stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me when I say this. Okay? Stay with me when I say this. Y'all put a 1 in the chat if y'all hear me. Because I have a theory. Put a 1 in the chat. We got to get into it. Because we at the end, but I want to get through this. I want to get through this theory. I just need to know if y'all with me. Y'all with me? Okay, listen. So that last episode, remember, Brit had said that Shamea, in the midst of that conversation, had basically said that Charles has all of these different women in different states. He has a girl in New York. He's fucking a new girl every week, every weekend. He doesn't even stay with her. All of that, right? Shamea knows that Angela heard all of that. Shamea knows that Angela heard all of that. And Shamea knows why Angela texted her what she did. But Shamea wants Angela to say it. She wants her to say it in front of her. And so she's baiting her by saying, you know, what did I do? I didn't say anything. I didn't do anything. She wants Angela to say, but I heard you say this, and that about my husband. And then when Angela says that, she'll be able to say, well, at the end of the day, just because your husband doing blank, 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 and he's doing blank, 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 and he's with blank, 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 that's just what the streets is saying. That's what Shamea wanted to happen. I promise you that's what she wanted to happen. I know that. I feel that in my spirit. That was what Shamea wanted to happen in this situation. As soon as she got into that room, she wanted Angela to call her out on the shit that she said about her husband. But Angela didn't do it. Angela didn't do it. And y'all, I'm smart. I'm a smart bitch. Okay? I'm a smart ass nigga. I I can read manipulation a mile away. As soon as Brit let us know that you were saying all of that shit, Shamea, for you to sit here in this scene and act like you don't know why Angela is pissed at you, you want her to approach you about it. You want her to say something about it so you can just drag out all of these rumors and gossip about her husband without looking like the villain. Because you're not a nice woman. You're not a nice person, Shamea. You're not nice. You're a people pleaser, yes. But when you people please for bitches who have nasty spirits, you evoke that nasty spirit too. So you're not a nice person. You're not a Christian girl. I don't give a fuck how many church hymns you fucking sing on that YouTube channel. Bitch, at the end of the day, you nasty. You're disgusting. And your husband still looks like a nutsack. He still do. Your husband look like a nutsack. And y'all, that's the end of the episode. Shamea basically says, well, I'm sorry. Angela says, okay. So Angela's not here for it. Angela is not fucking with Shamea. Cause she was, and y'all, it's a reason why she's more upset at Shamea than she's upset at Porsha. Because she knows the shit that Porsha was saying, Portia's a hoe. So she already knows that. She's not upset about Porsha throwing that pussy around Atlanta. Cause she just knows that she ain't gonna throw it at her husband. But she is really pissed off with Shamea because Shamea was basically putting out all of these rumors and gossip about her husband in the pool. That's why all of these girls feel like they have so much tea on Angela's marriage. That's why. Is this what you wanted? Is this what you wanted? Did you get what you want? Did you have fun? Did you get it? Did you get out of your system? Huh? So you just gonna sit here stiff now? But y'all, yes. What do you want? What do you want? Michael. Ooh. You gotta get brushed today. I'm gonna have to brush you for real. The hair is just flowing off of you. But y'all listen. That's the end of the episode. I had fun. And, that's the end. All right. So, I think that's it. I don't think I have anything else left to say.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you for the super chat. Yeah. Damn it, Jeremy. I should have listened to your lives when you recap Love and Marriage Huntsville. I would have been broke. Yeah, you probably would have, but you can always go back. You look. You can always go back. Now they got a thanks option. They got a thanks option. Super thanks. And you could watch it and just cash at me. You could always do that as well. Y'all, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel too. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you sharing the content. Make sure you doing every single thing that you're supposed to be doing, okay? Can you shut up? Shut up. Like, can you go? Go. One. On the couch you go. All right, y'all. It's been real. I love every single one of y'all. Thank y'all so much. I want y'all to know that y'all are loved. Nobody ever told y'all today, I love you, okay? You guys love yourselves. Know that you guys have purpose. Know that you guys are meant to be here. Can you let me finish my outro? What do you want? Fine.
Thank you.
You can do the outro with me. All right. Do you want to say anything? Do you want to say anything? Do you want to say, look, do you want to say anything? Oh, now you going to sleep. Y'all, because when you don't love yourself, you end up dating some old ass Nigerian man who ain't got no eyebrows, force you to have a child that your body can't withstand, and that the Lord has rebuked multiple times. Okay, let's not do that. Ray spending that money. Ray want me to have his babies. Ray want me to bear his son. Thank you, Ray. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. All right. But y'all, listen, I got to go. I love every single one of y'all. Hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful rest of y'all day. I plan on doing the same. Okay, y'all? Peace.